Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 26th of April 2021. Welcome to video number 308. Let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, as you can see in my face, I've got beautiful colors, beautiful line on the middle of my forehead. Yes, I basically climbed one of the mountains here that I've learned to snowboard on. And because everything is in lockdown, everything's closed, so at least I had a chance to walk up the mountain. And that was beautiful, and that was awesome idea. I had great time and tons of great memories. I even called my friend that brought me here to learn how to snowboard, and we talked, and that was beautiful time. I talked with his daughters as well, these small children. Brilliant time. So basically, I look as I look like, I look like I'm basically like a burnt bacon, but I would do it again. I regret nothing. But I thought to myself, I was postponing recording this video for like 2 or 3 days, and I said to myself, I'm going to record. I don't really care how I look like. If you're having issues with that, just minimize the window and just listen to the audio version, or just laugh for a minute and then just concentrate on what I'm going to talk about today, because it's going to be like a fundamental, very important video if you want your relationship to flourish and prosper. So that being said, today I want to talk exactly about that. There are 3 major rules that I kind of found that basically they're gonna make a huge difference. They're gonna lead you to be in a really happy relationship and really prosperous, meaning you're gonna thrive, you're gonna enjoy. That's gonna be the best journey of your life, or it's gonna take you straight to misery, pain, and trauma. And these rules are so basic that it sounds ridiculous that we even have to talk about it. But I guess this is like a very sad commentary on where we are as a society. That after God knows how many thousands of years of being on the planet, and from the beginning wanting to be with someone, we still got issues about it. And we still don't know how to do it. Or at least we think that we don't. But that's a story for another day. Anyway, first rule that I want to talk about is a rule that is simple as just this one sentence. Everything in a relationship, it's about trust. Period. Everything in a relationship is about trust. And there are 2 things you basically said that you're gonna do, and it's all about just keeping your promise. 1, that you're gonna love each other forever. And because we have issues with defining what this really love means, let me kind of translate it a little bit or paraphrase it. You told her, or you promised, that you're going to like her, and that you're going to do everything to keep it that way. That you're going to look and like her as she was at the beginning, the pure version of her. That you're going to like her no matter how she's going to change. You're going to do everything in your power to do everything so you could feel that you like her and that she would feel that you like her. That's that simple. Just a little bit of putting yourself in a position that you're gonna do because you want it to. That's not tough. It's very easy, but just need to want to do this. Second thing that you promised, and this is so important for both sides of the relationship, that you will not leave her and she's not gonna leave you. And in this day of age, even though so many years or so many generations of our grandparents and grandparents and grandparents had this under control, we failed it. Because some very wise person put it in the wedding vows. Until death do us apart. In sickness and in health, in poverty and richness, or however it's phrased. Everything is about you making a decision that whenever something is going to go wrong, I'm going to try to fix it, not dump this whole thing. Which we basically do all the time right now. That's a new norm. But I always kind of compare it to building a business. If I would hear someone who will say, I'm gonna put everything I have, all my savings into this new venture, then we'll see. I'll say you're an idiot. Because you're gonna end up poor and you're gonna end up traumatized, and it's gonna be a journey, and it will take you years to get out of it, financially and mentally. But exactly this we do with our marriages. We say that we want to be with this person, and then half a year later, or 2 or 3 years later, we don't care. And then we are surprised that we are hurt for years, or at least for months. But if you're honest, every one of us who had his heart broken to this degree, we're going to keep it until the end of time. Maybe pain is not going to be real as much, but it's going to be there. You know that. So that's why if you give yourselves this promise, just keep it. Have guts and enough respect to yourself and to yourselves to keep that promise. And it's going to work. And in general, if we would be people honorable enough or having honor, we would be able to close this video and just go with our lives. Everybody will be happy. But you see, it doesn't work that way, surprisingly. So we're going to talk about rule number 2. Everything that you do is supposed to be for a betterment of your relationship. Everything you do. And it shouldn't be something that your wife would expect from you and you would expect from your wife. It should be something that you expect from yourself. Just because you're an honorable person. Just because you want your spouse to trust you. You put it in your head that I am not going to break my promise. I am going to do whatever I do because I love her and because I want this thing to prosper. Because otherwise, it's just like she's going to try to find something, if you're doing something stupid or doing something irresponsible, or you're going to do and spy on her phone or her Facebook as well. Where is the trust? And then you see, we come to the point when it's so easy to see that it all pancakes on each other. If you've got trust, then you want to keep this trust, then you're not going to do anything stupid. Kind of the contrary, everything you're going to do, it's going to be done so your relationship will be stronger, you're going to be closer, and this whole experience is going to be much more enjoyable to both of you. But if you don't have trust, nothing is going to move forward, rather backwards. It's going to be a degradation of what you already had. So first of all, again, trust. You promised each other to love each other, aka like each other, and do everything to keep it that way, and that you're not going to leave each other. Second, which is basically doing everything so your relationship would prosper. Everything. And that's something on you. And you want to be able to look at yourself and say, okay, everything I did was everything I could, everything that was in my power to make this thing work. And I was happy about it because all I wanted is to see her smile. Point number 3 is kind of administrative or kind of a tool thing. You want to learn how to communicate. And this is something we talked in previous video. But there are these two extremes. You can destroy or build your relationship. You can do that or you can destroy your relationship or build it if you know how to deal with your own approach to things. Because whether you're screaming at everything and every small irrelevant thing is a spark to break a civil war, or whether everything is a reason for you to keep your pain and keep whatever is in you, you're not going to talk about it. It's going to destroy you. Or whether you're going to use your wisdom and being, mature enough to learn how to talk to each other, to learn that and say to each other, listen, we're too intelligent to argue and too intelligent to stay silent. Let's talk about it. Look, we trust each other. Point number 1. We like each other and we want to build this thing, so let's just talk about it. Let's figure it out. Second, we're doing everything for the betterment of this relationship. So we love each other. So based on that, we know that whatever was done, whatever happened, it wasn't because it was malevolent, because we thought about, doing something nasty. No, everything was done in this mindset of building. But the result is that I don't see it that way. So what is the misunderstanding? What do I don't understand? Because if you allow yourself to learn how to talk about this stuff, you will learn many things. But one of those that I've learned, which was fascinating to me, is that something happened, and it wasn't as I wanted this thing to happen. And I said, listen, that hurt me, or I felt wrong how this thing went through. Tell me, what was your idea? What have you been thinking when you did this? Because I know that you wanted this thing to be a good thing for both of us. And my wife said, ABC, and many times it was like, that's a great idea. Now I see what was your motive behind it, and I said, yeah, let's do this. From time to time it was like, no, is that okay if we do it that way, or is that okay because I want this thing to be done this way because of XYZ. And if she would say, yeah, cool, no problem, or we just try to find a solution to make that work. That's it. You don't need to argue, you don't need to fight, you don't need to do anything. It's just a matter of two people who love each other, trying to figure out the best way for both of you to achieve goal, which is your goal that you share, to make this thing even better experience. And that's it. You just show your maturity, you just show how intelligent you are, you just show how you just love each other and enjoy each other's company. It's that simple. So you see, again, 3 rules. 1, trust. Trust that you're going to love and like each other, that you're never going to leave each other. Point number 2, that you will do everything for betterment of the relationship. Point number 3, that you're going to talk and communicate. And you're going to find, solution to everything. And the cherry on the top that I would put on all of this is your mindset. And I'm going to add it here just because it might show you the positive light of all of this. Whatever happens in your relationship, whatever things you're going to go through, and there'll be tough times, maybe not even because, of your spouse, but because the life just throws, something against you. You have to learn how to deal with this. But additional thing that will happen, you're going to change. You're going to grow up. You're going to find a kind of reason to live. You're going to find your mission. You'll find that you want to do this, not the thing that you've been doing for the last 20 years of your life. And if you look at this, oh my God, now everything has to change, and you won't have this bridge of communication built, this ability to not be afraid to talk about things. Everything's going to crumble because you're going to feel discomfort. You won't know what to do with this, and then everything's going to be about her. That was her fault, or that's his fault. And it makes no sense, because if you've got those tools sharpened and you know how to communicate, you know that you love each other, you do everything to make this thing work, and you're truthful and you want to deliver what you promised, then every situation like this of discomfort is just another moment that you can say, wow, something changed. We discovered, or she or I've discovered something new. So it's a great opportunity for us to make another step, to open another chapter, to start another journey. And it may sound cliche, but that's exactly what it is. If you at least once supported your spouse in achieving something that she dreamed of, you as a guy, there is no better feeling. There is none. Seeing her flourish, seeing this joy and this fascination, this excitement in her eyes, it makes you feel as a guy, as a god in your relationship. And you would give everything to see that in her eyes. But to have that, you've got to have the right mindset. You have to see that whatever happens, whatever discomfort, whatever feels wrong, that's the moment of change. And if you use it wisely, you're going to build your relationship even stronger, and this whole journey is going to be amazing. You'll have tons of stories to tell. but you've got to have, you've got to have your head on your neck, where it's supposed to be. So listen, this is what I want you to take from this video. Whether your relation is going to work or it's going to burn into ash is just a matter of one simple thing: what kind of person you are. And obviously, you need two for the tango. That's obvious. But everything starts with, from our perspective as guys, everything starts with us. Don't blame her for everything. Just look at yourself. What kind of person you are. Are you able to be faithful to what you've promised? That you're going to like her and you're not going to leave her? That you're going to do everything you can for this relationship to flourish? And that you'll learn how to communicate and you'll have a right mindset to wrap it all and use every tool that we talked about for this relationship to work and be really enjoyable. Listen, both extremes are in your reach. You can be extremely happy and be one of those couples that, being 80 in their 80s or 90s and still holding hands. Or you can drag your relationship, burn it to the ground, and dump on both of you pain, misery, and trauma that will stay with you forever. That's that simple, and everybody knows. Everything starts with your ability to just prove that you're a mature, intelligent, and honorable person. Think about it and do something about it. Because everything starts with you. If you like this video, like, share, comment. If you didn't, comment as well. Tell me what you think and what is your experience. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, give me a shout. I'd be glad to do it for you. That being said, see you in the next video.